Okay, so I've got this idea for a sketch about a guy who wants to go to an ad agency and sell what is it a new chocolate cake that he's invented, uh, chocolate confections and you know wrapped cakes, that sort of thing. And anyway, it starts out he walks up to the ad agency and the door says by appointment only, and somebody has to buzz him in. And he tries ringing the doorbell, and there's a receptionist who's talking on the phone, working on something, and she turns around and says something to him, but it's through the glass from a long way away, so he can't understand a darn thing she's saying. And he pulls out his keys and he taps on the glass, and she turns around and says something again, and he can't understand what she's saying. And so he taps on the glass again. She keeps getting madder and madder, and he tries telling her through the glass, "Hey, I can't understand you. I can't understand what you're saying. You're talking through the glass. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?" And anyway, the guy's got an appointment. He's got a little piece of paper in his hand. Looks at the piece of paper. Looks at the watch. Got the right time. Got the right place and everything. And the receptionist won't let him in. The receptionist is being rude with him. And eventually, the guy he's supposed to speak with comes out and buzzes him in. And anyway, the guy's in a foul mood because of his uh, what he's had to deal with the receptionist. Uh, and so what it is he's uh, wants to come up with a marketing campaign for his new disgustingly chocolatey Florps. And the ad man says, "Are you sure you want to go with that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want to go with Florps." And the ad man's like, "No, are you sure you want to go with disgustingly?" And the guy says, "Yeah, I want to go with disgustingly." And the guy pulls out a pouch of papers. He says, "Yeah, here's the list of ingredients. Here's my idea for I want a little cartoon character, and maybe with my face on it, my surly face, and maybe some boxes, and uh, I have an MSDS just in case." For those of you who don't know what an MSDS, it's something we have in factories called a Material Data Safety Sheet. It's around dangerous chemicals. And anyway, he's also brought some samples of the uh, cakes, and I know this has been done before, but I think with the proper guy doing the proper execution, it it can be funny. After all, something funny is something funny. Anyway, he takes a bite out of one of the florps, and all of a sudden, the or the client gives the ad man the florp, and the ad man takes a bite out of it, and suddenly he's winces in repulsion. He's like he just bit into this thing. It's like, oh, this is so disgusting, and yet it's so chocolatey. And so he has to take another bite out of it because it's so disgusting and yet so chocolatey. And he can't stop eating it, and he doesn't understand why he can't stop eating it. It's because it's so disgusting and yet so chocolatey that he just can't stop eating it, and that's why they're called disgustingly chocolatey florps. but he doesn't understand why the guy wants to go with Florps. And the guy just says, "Oh God, why am I still eating this? This is so disgusting. It's so chocolatey, and yet it's so disgusting, and yet so chocolatey, and Florp." And then he asks the ad man looks at the client and he says, "Wait a minute, did I just?" And the client says, "Yep, you said Florp," and that would pretty much be the punchline. And that's the outline I have for disgustingly chocolatey Florps. So anyway, I'm absolutely Al, and live long and perspire.